We know a lot of you are probably going stir crazy right now, and trust me, we are right there with you. Now we're hoping before we know it, things will go back to normal, or whatever normal might be, and we'll be back on the road with our Mustangs. But now, while you are at home, it's the perfect time to pull back the cover on your Mustang and make sure it's all ready to go when car season starts. So we're going to start with the outside of the car. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at our wheels and tires, check our tires, make sure the tread's in good shape, there's no dry rot to them, then also torque the wheels and check the air pressure. Now we're showing you a different tire for one of our other projects here because the tires I know in my car are almost brand new. But here's what you want to look for is basically check the tread, make sure there's no dry rot or cracking. And you can see on this tire, these are old tires. You can see all kinds of cracking within the treads, even on the outside and on the inside here. This is a tire you would want to replace before you drive your car. And the easiest way to check your tread is to grab a penny and put Abe head down. You can see the top of his head. The tires do not have enough tread and should be replaced. Next, we'll check the torque on the lug nuts. Expect to be found in your owner's manual. Make sure our headlights and our marker lights are good. And then we can check our high beams. And then finally check the turn signals left and right. Now I'll move to the back of the car and we'll do the same thing. We'll check our lights. Now we'll check our left turn signal, then our right turn signal, and we'll check our brake lights. Now we're gonna move on to under the hood. We're gonna check our coolant level, check our oil level, and have an oil separator. Now's a perfect time to drain it. We'll start by checking the coolant level. Since I have the cover, we'll go over on the side here with a flashlight. We can check and make sure our level's good. We're good. I already removed the screws from our Ford Performance oil separator. Let's pull it back. It is around 500 miles or so since I put the oil separator on, and as you can see, it's doing its job. So next thing we're gonna do is check our brake fluid, make sure that's topped off. We're gonna pull our JLT cover off here. Now the best thing to do with the fluid is come around the side here. You can see the min-max. Give it a little jiggle. That way you can actually see the fluid, and we're good there as well. And the last thing we're gonna do is check our air filter. Now we installed this filter 500 miles ago, so this is obviously still in perfect condition, but if you have a reusable, re-oilable filter and it's dirty, now's the perfect time to clean it and re-oil it. We offer a kit for that here at CJ's. Now is also the perfect time to get the car off the ground and basically just nut and bolt the car. I mean, if it's an older car, or especially a highly modified car, go through, check your exhaust bolts, check your suspension bolts, make sure everything's tight and torqued to spec and ready to go. Now the last thing on the list, in my opinion, one of the most important to do right now, is clean your car. There's no better time to clean your Mustang from front to back and make it perfect. And to help us do that, we brought in a local expert. This is Shane from S&S Detailing and Ceramic Coating. He's gonna give us some tips on how to clean your Mustang.
Bill, you're absolutely right. Now is the perfect time to take that time since you're trapped at home and just go over your car front to back. I brought with me today a bunch of products from P&S. That's what we use at S&S Detailing and Ceramic Coating. I'm not saying that's what you have to use. So what you're basically looking for is an auto shampoo, safe for bucket or foam cannon, a good polymer sealant, always need a detail spray. Brake buster, you're gonna look for a non-acid wheel cleaner, a tire dressing, and a general purpose interior cleaner. Okay, and now we're gonna go into what each one of these products does for you. Pearl Auto Shampoo, that is our wash. It's great for a simple bucket wash. Also for the foam cannon people, this creates a great foam. It's pH balanced, so it can be used in the sun or in the safety of your garage. Next is Bead Maker. It's a polymer sealant. It's safe on all finishes, even cars with matte stripes. It can go over the stripes where some of your waxes and sealants, if you get it on, it'll leave a white haze over your stripes, which is very hard to get off. Bead Maker won't do that. It's a simple spray and wipe. Now here is what everyone loves. It's shine and gloss, it's a paint gloss. It's gonna bring out the gloss in your paint. Also, it works as a detail spray at car shows. I know everyone who goes to car shows wants that last little bit of shine. This will give you that. Next is one of my favorite products, Brake Buster, which is a non-acid wheel and tire cleaner. Spray on, go over it with a brush, it'll get all the tire shine off and clean the wheel and tire safely. Shine All is a tire dressing. It is a non-petroleum based tire dressing. So it means it's a water-based, it's safe on any tire. You can actually use it on leather seats and your dashboard without worrying about any kind of problems. Here we have Express Interior. It is a great all-purpose interior cleaner, safe for any kind of carpet, leather, plastics, things of that nature. Now I want to get into microfiber towels. A lot of people ask why we have so many different microfiber towels when you can just go buy one big pack of them at the store. A lot of towels are different thread count, basically like your sheets. The higher the thread count, the softer the sheet. So a 350 GSM towel right here, you wouldn't want to use on your paint. Perfect for your wheels, tires, stuff like that, your plastics on the inside of the car, but not on your show paint job. Here we have a 420 GSM towel. This is what we use for bucket washing our car. It's plush on one side, but it's got a tighter weave on the back of it. So that we only use when it's wet on the paint. Here we have a 500 GSM towel. This is my favorite towel. Plush on all sides. It's got a lasered edge, so you don't have to worry about how you pick this towel up. Any way you grab it, you can wipe your car without worrying about putting a scratch in your paint. The last one is an 1100 GSM. This is an incredibly thick plush towel that we use for drying. It's really good. We'll blow the car off and whatever water's left on the car, this will safely remove. All right, now that we've told you a little bit about the products, we want to show them to you in use. Here we have a wheel off one of the cars and it's got a lot of brake dust if you can't see it. So we're going to go ahead and apply Brake Buster and then finish off doing the tires with the tire dressing. All right, the first step with Brake Buster obviously is to spray the wheel and the tire. Now you're going to go ahead and use a generous amount of this. You want to get into the back area of the wheel. Gonna let it sit for a minute, and then you're gonna want to agitate it with the brush on the tire first. We always dip the nylon brush in a bucket of water before we start on the tire. After we thoroughly scrub the tire, we're gonna wipe it down with one of our wheel and tire microfibers. The nut job we have here is great for cleaning around the lugs. Now when the wheels are off, you can use it to clean the well. Next, we're gonna wipe down the wheel now that the Brake Buster's had time to work. Always try to work outside to in with the wheels. Now that we have the wheel and tire completely clean, we're gonna go ahead and apply the tire dressing with one of the curved sponges. Go ahead and spray some on the sponge, and you can spray a little bit on the tire. One thing about the tire sponge, it makes it super easy to get a uniform finish. If you do get any on the wheel, just simply take your microfiber and wipe that off. With it being water-based, it won't do any damage. Now what I want to show you guys is Bead Maker. Bead Maker is safe for a ceramic coated finish. I personally ceramic coated this car for Bill a couple months ago, and Bead Maker is a polymer sealant. So you can spray a polymer sealant on. The car is clean. We're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of protection and shine to it. You can go ahead and safely spray it directly on the finish while it's inside. If you're outside, you want to spray it on your rag because you're going to lose some of it to the wind. Now that you've sprayed it on, you want to take a folded over microfiber towel for your paint and just simply wipe it off. You don't apply pressure, just simply wipe front to back in straight lines. That'll give you the best result. Now that we've showed you products for the outside of your car, we're going to move on to cleaning the interior. With Express Interior, you can simply spray it directly on the panel. Now that we've sprayed the areas we want to clean, we're just going to simply go ahead and wipe them down. Really work that product in. It'll safely remove dirt, scuffs, things of that nature. All right, let's wipe this little panel down here. Got the GT350 logo. Get that all nice and clean.
I want to thank Shane from S&S Detailing for coming out today and giving us a hand with the cleaning portion of this. But like I said, this is the perfect time to do this. Go over your car, make it shine. Hopefully before we know it, we'll all be back on the road.